Okay, we're going to be making some shrimp eyes tonight using monofilament stems and glass beads to make the eyes. Or you can make some little shrimp type flies, crustacean, crab, crawfish, that type of thing. I like using hard mason, about 20-pound test. It's rigid enough but thin enough to go through the tiny 10-aught bead. Now when you do these stems or even weed guards, you know, you pull the stuff off, it's pretty coily, so you want to get those coils out. Make a loop in it, like that, and then hook it onto something that you can pull some tension against. You can do it by hand by slipping a loop over a tool and just pulling out a short length like that. You want to hook your loop on something solid on your desk. This hook or a nail is good. Pull out a length of it and then just kind of stretch it and then bounce it. Get most of them coils out. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. And then there you go. There you go. You have some little loose coils, but that's fine. A little curve in it's not bad. I like using these flush cutters to snip my mono, because it leaves a nice clean cut, makes it easy to slip through the bead. I usually use between 2 1/4, 2 1/2 inches. You just need to cut one as a guide. Once you get that one cut, then you do the rest based on it. Just snip it, line up the end, snip it, line up the end. Snip. I'm just going to do 4 for the video. Next, you want to burn the ends of the mono and make a little bead of mono, burnt mono, to stop the bead from sliding off. You can use a candle, any kind of flame you want. This cauterizer works excellent. You can grab a handful of them, separate them a little bit, and then just go by and just burn the tip like that. It's really handy. I use these little 10-aught glass beads. I have a little sheet of fly tying foam down here. Makes it easy to thread the beads. If it don't go in, it means you have a little burr on the end of there. You need to cut off, recut it. Then when you do one, what you do is stick it on the side here. I have some tape laid out on my desk. Makes them easy to handle for the gluing and the epoxy. Gonna lay it on like that, and then lay it down with about a 1/4 inch, between a 1/4 and a 1/2 inch of space between the eyes. Tap it down on that. It takes a second or two to get them all, you know, lined up and stuck down, but it makes it worth it for the steps that'll follow. Take the masking tape, another piece of masking tape, stick over it, kind of tap it down. If you push, you want to get them stuck, but not, you don't want to twist them anymore, so. Lift it off. I like working in fours. A lot of times I have a long piece of tape set out, and I'll line up 8, 12 of them, and then I'll tape them down and then cut them off in sections of 4. What I like doing to add a little durability to these is to add a little drop of super glue to the beads. Work over a paper towel so you can dab the excess off. So you want to put a good generous drop of your favorite CA glue on the bead, and that helps make sure it holds. And then dab the tip off, just to get the excess off. And then you want to let it hang to dry. I use these little clips hanging from this bead chain here. Works good. And just hang it there like that to dry. Once those are dry, you have a little tab with 4 eyes, and it makes it easy to epoxy the bunch like that. We'll get on to doing that next. Okay, we're going to epoxy the shrimp eyes now. Get you a 30-minute cure epoxy and put it in a little, I like using these little plastic, 3-ounce plastic bathroom cups. Mix it up thoroughly. And take and float your epoxy in a cup of ice water. That'll slow the curing time down and give you plenty of time to do your work. I use a little brush. Get a glob of epoxy and then just dab it on. Like so. Make sure you got both sides good. And put it on your rotisserie. Okay, one thing this ice bath will do is it slows the curing, and it thickens the epoxy, so sometimes you have to use a stick to get a glob of the epoxy out of the bucket, and then just transfer the epoxy to your eyes. And then use your brush to smooth things out. Okay, there we go, all done. That's roughly 48 eyes, so that's roughly 24, two dozen sets of eyes. And that was all done with one mixture of epoxy in that ice bath. You have at it though. Good luck.